Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts 4 Kaiserredux. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, as you can see, against the constitutional American Republic, we are doing pretty well. We're very close to our capital, which I'm hoping to have definitely by the end of this episode. If not having it just being a two-front war by that point, which I'm kind of okay with. I wouldn't... Like, I honestly wouldn't even necessarily oppose the Rocky Mountain ceasefire with the CSA. Or with the PSA, I should say, depending on how things actually end up going. Also, Austria, you are probably going to die at some point soon. Which, again, I'm fine with, because it's going to make our life easier when we eventually join the Second Weltkrieg. Please push on to Savannah. With some of you guys going to here. To make their front line a little bit bigger. See if you can maybe get like a surround going. You can prepare for war for the UK. You know what? That's completely acceptable. If you want to go fight in Europe and ignore what's happening in North America, I will take that. Here at 97, 98. Frankfurt, give me that one victory point. I love singular victory points. Okay, so now 82 against Louisville. You guys in the south are not doing as well. I will admit. Delete your plan. You are just going to front line against you. Assign you into that army, that seems fine. I will just throw you into a different field marshal, if that's okay with you. I don't have another field. I don't think you're doing anything, though. So, you know, I'm going to promote you. So, there we go. Just defend these two locations for now. That seems like it seems acceptable to me, right? But here we go. The battle for Atlanta is now beginning. I want all of you guys to go to Atlanta. I want you to push here. I want you to push here. Once you're here, keep on pushing. You go to Tallahassee. Some of you guys go to Montgomery as well. But also some of you guys go to Tallahassee. Finland joined the Reichspakt. How's Russia doing, by the way? They're part of the Eastern Bloc. Those are Eurasian Bloc. What's this part of that faction? I've never seen it before. Just them. Okay, well. You're also now the Russian Empire. So you got the Russian Republic and the Russian Empire. I mean, that's interesting, I guess. I guess the monarch fled to that territory. So. Also, what are you? And DWL on life support. The clan has suffered massive losses. Okay, so we now have disorganized clan resistance. I feel like that's a good thing for us. The worse the clan is doing, the better that we're going to be doing. Barcelona's fallen. Unfortunate. So we might actually look at a Carlist Spain as being the victor, which probably means that they're going to go for the Entente. Which, I mean, it's not great. It's not the worst in the world. It's not great, but again, it's not the worst in the world. What if we get a surround on Louisville as well? Would not hurt. Please let me get to Atlanta. I'm right there. You know what I mean? Like I'm right there. There we go. Atlanta has now fallen. We've gotten the CAR down to 37%. Apparently there's no pop-up for Atlanta falling, but that's probably because they're not an actual program country that's supposed to matter in this whole thing. How's the Revolutionary Front doing, by the way? I would say pretty well. Guatemala is the only one who's not revolutionary. So, you know, I will take that. So where's your current capital? Your current capital, it does seem like it's in Louisville. We're going to be taking Louisville very soon, though. Do we have any troops we can deploy? Yes. Let's get 3 from Georgia. So I guess the Black Belt Republic just never rose up. Unfortunate. But it's all, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Birmingham's worth 5. So, you know, let's continue to push our way in that direction. Because at this point, once you get to, like, the point where you're so close to victory, We don't want to be taking stupid risk for no good reason. Green Army, by the way, do not attack. Unless they maybe have taken your territory, I'm not too sure. But I think you really just want to sit still. Until... I mean, the PSA is going to beat the American Union State. That goes without saying. I'm surprised they've actually have done so well for themselves. We'll also go for production efficiency cap plus 10%. I mean, you're at 92. I could send my planes back up to Appalachia. I mean, I could send... You know what? I'll send you guys up to Appalachia. Just give me a little bit of a bonus. Because we don't need to send all of our aircraft there. I mean, how much is that actually... It's a negative 25% resistance, so I probably should have done that forever ago. But Louisville is now under our control. We've gotten you guys down to 28%. And amazingly, like, the American Union State didn't really take any territory off the CAR. They've really have just been by far the worst faction. Which I guess that's a little, you know, you gotta admire that a little bit. Being absolutely shit, it's a somewhat admirable quality. Again, we can't select any of these things until I reload the save game. And when am I going to reload the save game? Oh, I have no idea. Maybe after this episode. We'll assign you guys to the New England front. I will assign you over to the Canadian front. Because Canada, what are you doing? You're preparing for war. Which again, it's fine. Syndicalists in the commune. Philippines have capitulated. That's not a big deal for us. Let's do some military production quotas. So we have 13 on your front. 10 on that front. I mean, that seems acceptable. Yeah, so do something like this. Birmingham is currently your capital. Which is why we're probably trying to send troops over to there. Come on, CAR. You know that you've lost this. You're at 24%. One more decent-sized city might do it for us. What if I move you guys mobile? You guys go here. And you kind of spread out like this. I mean, that could work. Because, I mean, once we're not fighting, like, two different factions, if all these troops are just fighting the American Union State, and then eventually the Pacific States, like, we're going to win. Like, they can't fight us one-on-one. And if they can't fight us one-on-one, then they're just going to be having a bad time. The Minutemen have been crushed. Beautiful. Is there anything else we can do here? We can recruit more troops here. That seems fine. How many men have we lost in total recently? 681,000. Okay, I mean, again, that is a lot. But it's not so sad. So we've taken Birmingham. Is that enough? It is enough for their capitulation. But I can't. Okay, I can press these things. I was gonna say I can't open the menu. Yes, give me all your territory. Because I fought for all of your territory. There's no doubt in anybody's mind who fought and won this war. So I'll deploy you guys onto this front. We'll deploy you guys on this front. And we'll deploy you guys onto this southern front. So you're going to have to make your way towards the front line now. And our aircraft, of course, are now going to need to fly over the deep south, probably. You have a big airport? Not really. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Can I deploy more planes? I mean, I could if I can select this option, but I cannot. What if I set you guys... Not being 200 fighters, but what if I say you to being like 500? Fly you over the Midwest. And then I'll set you guys to be, let's just say 800. Fill up this gap if we can. Thank you. Okay, so our units are moving into position. I mean, we're going to lose some territory for sure. Like, that goes without saying. A handful of places are going to not be great. Also, how close are you guys to capitulating? You're only at 74% because most of your major cities are down in Texas and New Orleans. Stretch your line out like this. Because really, the Canadian intervention looming. Delay Canadian intervention. To fright. Oh, I should have read that. How do I delay their intervention? The answer is I don't know. Because it said something was going to show up, but it did not. Let's weed out the clan. Strike the Black Legion again. Crippling strikes, yes. Oh, that's... Oh, is crossing border what actually declares war on us? Yes, if you have crippling strikes, you cannot intervene. How long does that last for? I think 60 days, right? It might be showing up here, but it's like not actually showing up, you know what I mean? So we might need to actually send one of these troops up towards the north. So you're not at war with anybody right now. But this is a front line that does scare me a lot. Can I deploy more units? I deployed 2 tank divisions, but I think the tank divisions are going to be better off over on the actual front lines. We actually have 40,000 infantry equipment. So if that's the case, let's just build a nice 24 stack of infantry. Use them against the Canadians when we have to. So, I mean, you guys are looking fine against Canada. And I mean, if Canada intervenes, I probably would not actually even stop to do like the peace event for peace. Like I would just want to win outright. Because like against the Pacific states, you're actually doing an okay job fighting against us, huh? That's not really what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping that you guys would kind of like fold like a wet paper towel. But we need you guys to start making your way towards these major cities. Let's go away towards Houston. Any of you guys are going to immediately deploy over to the Canadian front. How many more troops can we get? Let's get 2 troops in Alabama. The thing is, I don't want to waste troops on fighting the American Indian state. Like that, I really don't think it's worth our time or effort. Taking Baton Rouge. New Orleans, it's worth 25 victory points. But we're definitely going to need to deploy troops up north somewhere. Yeah, you already have it. It's going to cost 75 political power next time. Which is fine. You get war support. Don't stop the Syndicalists, please. It's very important to my whole military plan that I do not be stopped. Just letting you guys know that right now. Because again, the PSA has 1,300, like, where's my spy? I can't really select him. I need you to go to Sacramento. I need to know what the Californian people are thinking right now. I'm surprised I actually have so much strength. Yeah, you guys go up to New England. Then we'll deploy... What other fronts do we actually have? Another 2? That seems okay. So we're taking Houston. Austin's worth 15. San Antonio's worth another 5. They might close up the front line here, but that's actually really not so big of a deal. Is Little Rock worth much? It's worth 2 victory points. Jefferson City's worth 1. Des Moines worth like 3. Most of these areas are really not even worth fighting over. And as such, I have no interest in actually fighting for them. You are sending a lot of troops over to New Orleans, which I do not like. So I want you to be dead. Again, controversial take, I know. I should probably be importing some resources, huh? Get more from the Dutch. Get some tungsten from the Portuguese. Makes no sense for them to actually want to trade with us, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go for more light tanks. And I know these units are absolutely garbage. Are you a panzer leader? You're a panzer leader. That would have been nice to know. Don't deploy over the entire front line. I think really The front line against New England is significantly more defended than the Canadian front line. I don't know why that would be the case. But that is the case right now. Taking massive attrition. Why is your attrition so bad? Extremely hot. I mean, I guess it is June. Yeah, so it looks like the Austrians have lost their war. Which is not a huge surprise. Austria joined the Reichspakt. The Treaty of Budapest. Yeah, so what a sad state of affairs for the for them. But I mean, Bulgaria is still doing okay in their war. So kind of see how that ends up playing out. How are you not dead though? I was really hoping that you'd be dead. Can I do more crippling strikes? No, you still have crippling strikes. And if you already got the bad thing, then I'm not going to worry about it too much. I will deploy you guys over to the Canadian front. I mean, how much troops does Canada have? I mean, they have less than all of our opponents, so I'll take that as a sign. But I think as soon as we take... No, please fight here. Yeah, that should be okay. Our tank, if you go to San Antonio, I doubt that'd be enough to win. I think we do need to take New Orleans for sure. I mean, look at the American Union state. It's like so sad looking. You still got crippling strikes. The crippling strikes actually really hurt you, huh? Okay, New Orleans. That should be the end of you. And they have capitulated. Absolutely fantastic news for us. So, what are we taking in our war? Question, do I even take... I mean, I took San Antonio. I'm just trying to remember what I had taken. I guess it's whatever I have a lot of victory points for. So I guess I'll take this land? I feel like I took more than that, so I'm going to take this one as well, just because I can. I guess you guys can then have the rest. That seems fine to me. And the borders aren't pretty. I'll give you that much. Apparently I actually did not fight that far in. Anyways, it is what it is. I've already decided. So, Green Army. Your front line is not that small. You're going to go up to here. Down towards there. Purple Army, please delete your entire front line. And just be in this location. But also take back Houston, please. That is the city that we did take. And I'm proud that we took it. Red Army will go up to here. Purple Army can probably front line there. And honestly, Blue Army, I'm also... Don't go to the entire front. I'm also sending you up to the Canadian border, just in case. Just in case anything bad happens. Also, I'm going to change you guys to why not be the Dark Blue Army. That seems acceptable. But I think that at least for right now, this is going to be... Nope, never mind. I was going to say this is a good time to end an episode. There's still like 5 minutes left. So pretend I didn't say anything. Because it was a joke. Haha! I tricked you! Anyway, we're going to get our troops towards the front lines ASAP. This tank... Yeah, I mean, where you're going is fine. Please go back to Houston. Red Army is going to deploy their troops over towards here. You guys are going to deploy your troops going up to here. I mean, I don't even need... Why do I have 2 purple armies? You guys can be like this weird... It's like a... It's a nice looking blue, I'll admit that. I think it's a decent blue color. Okay, well, let's just get all our troops in position. We'll get all our troops in position, and then we'll worry about what we're going to do next. A peaceful ceasefire. The Civil War has ravaged America, and there's some growing discussion within the government regarding positions of the Pacific State of America for such possible ceasefire. Whether Pacific rebels would even consider such a thing is unknown, but it occurred. Consolidate our hold over the East. Where is Denver? Denver's in Colorado. So we'll meet apparently deep in enemy territory. That seems a little bit risky, I will admit. But we'll see. The war between the CSA and the Pacific States dragging on. Talks have been held. I mean, this is actually the first time I think our troops have actually ever even engaged in battle. So, I mean, if they will like agree to like here roughly, I think I'm okay taking a peace offer, and then just attacking them in the future anyways. And yeah, like they said, consolidate my position. But maybe I want the Canadians to actually cross the border while we have all of our militia units. After 2 days of talk, Army officials have put together a proposal. Any states west of the Mississippi River currently occupied by the Pacific States will be ceded to PSA. Some gaps filled into the map. So nothing they can't properly supply. The rest would be ceded to the CSA. Outside of that, there is no guarantees and no talk of actual peace. So the Mississippi River is this one. So this is the Mississippi freeze fire. Any states east of this? I mean, it's a lot. They are asking too much. How many volunteers do you have? Volunteers from a lot of countries. I have noticed that. But I think if we can stay on the defense for a little bit. Russia's declared war on Latvia. That's completely okay because it actually gets Russian volunteers. Okay, there is no war support. There will be no ceasefire. That's fine. Again, I don't want to be attacking you. I want the Pacific States to kind of grind against us. Because they have significantly less manpower than we do. I'm also going to deploy another 24 stack. Call that a day. And I'm going to have you guys... I had you on... Don't force attack. I'm going to put you on this border right here. So that you can march straight through. So that means yellow is going to not be in this area. But we're over a cap by 9 troops. So I guess what we're going to do is disband by 9 units. Who could I disband that wouldn't hurt things too much? Probably these horrible militia units. Yeah, we'll disband these 9. Now we're at 200, so we can't deploy any more units right now. But I think that's completely okay. But for right now, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks for watching my second Quam. If you've enjoyed, run a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, click thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.